This amazing graphic will show you how I think about the problems and my work. So it's like a fire. You need the wood, you need a spark, and you need air to start the fire. The wood is your energy, your physical energy. The spark is the motivation, and the air is your willpower, your mental power. So at first you don't have much energy. It's like building muscles. You need to start small, so you only need sticks, but you need to be motivated to even start. So you need a big spark, and you need to add additional air with your willpower. And this will start your fire, and you need to keep adding wood to keep the fire going, but you don't actually need the willpower anymore because it becomes your habit. Now sometimes you forget to add the wood or the fire just goes off by itself, and that's what happens from time to time. It's normal and you have to deal with it, but you need to know how to deal with it. So the problem is you don't need additional motivation, you don't need a spark, you need the willpower, the air, which is crossed here because it doesn't make sense, but you need willpower to push through, and that's what most people want to do, and their fire just goes psh, and they have nothing. So here is what really makes a difference. You need to push through with willpower. You won't like it, it becomes boring and you will probably hate it, but that's what you gotta do. Now, what is really important, you don't want to do it big time like this, because then you get burned out and you just lose everything you loved about the thing. So you just become to hate it and you don't even want to return. So you only need to use that much willpower to keep the fire going again, but not too much, just enough. And how to actually push with the willpower, because that's what most people don't know how to do. I will explain that later in later videos. Now sometimes you think, okay, I can do more than just to keep the fire going, and you want to add some wood, and that's okay, but don't do it like this. Don't just put all your energy into that one thing, because it's not gonna work. You will have to remove your energy from it. You just can't grow something that fast. You need a gradual growth, not like exponential, like bzoom. That doesn't work. Also, if you have just started a fire, and again I'm gonna compare it to building muscles, you just don't want to push with your willpower like, okay, now I can lift 10 times more. Doesn't work. Don't do that. So the final thing I should say is let the fire set its size. If you feel like you can add and it won't hurt you, add some wood to get the fire bigger, but don't let it burn you. If it's too much for you, feel free to let it go and get smaller. And always use just a little bit of your willpower so you don't get burned out. But the most important thing, you don't want this. You need to keep the fire alive. Even if it's just a tiny little fire, you need to keep it alive, because when the winter comes, you will need the fire. Okay, done.